Pale Bank, but there was no reason to actually stop there. And then we were continuing all the way on to Caltzel and picking up.
So Pale Bank was more of a just
a
like
stop,
a point of reference sort of thing.
And then we're going all the way to Caltzel to get Turgon and the other ship and the crew, and bring them all back to Pale Bank. And then we were going to go from Pale Bank to Uthadern.
Right. Okay. I'm going to get a drink really quick before we fucking start.
Yeah, weren't we planning on going to Europe? Yeah, go get your drink.
Yeah, back a second.
Well, Rallies is we can go down the other side of Uthadern to get to that if we need to go there, but we were just going to go to Uthadern after we'd got the ship, because we need to give Turgon his Iron Crown.
Yeah, we do. We definitely do. And Morgan has a sword to pick up in Uthadern as well.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he I did the sending to his sister, remember?
To do what?
Make a sword.
Make a sword of what?
Just a normal sword.
You've got a +1 luck blade.
I sent it before that.
I know. What was you try? And we've now got all the materials for making
we got dragon
blade or dragon. So what on earth would they be making you?
So a +2 sword.
Or you'd be better off getting one made from the stuff we've got, to be perfectly honest.
I'm back.
I'll come back.
Also, it would have taken. You're not going to get a +2 weapon made in 3-4 days like we've just been.
We did the sending when we were at the Darkhill. Night, cat. I think that's.
No, she's talking. She's saying goodnight to Kieran. He still hasn't gone to bed yet.
I still don't think we've not been weeks and months to do it. It's like you're potentially talking about a year to make a +2 weapon.
Oh, really good. Yeah. No, here we go.
You curse yourself.
Yeah. A good quality weapon is. Good night, Kieran. It's going to take a long time to make. At least months, like Doc said, because it's finest quality.
I don't think we used months from Darkhill to.
Is that where it was?
I'm
Is
sure
that so? You're talking like a week or something to get back to Caltzel, and then we've been killing a dragon for like, I don't know, half an hour. So it's only been like 8 days. No, it was like a week coming up the coast, and then we've been doing this for like a week and a half. So it'll be like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
We get back to Pale Bank to then start traveling across. So 3 weeks from when you're doing ascending.
So maybe by the time you arrive,
not even found the metal to make it with.
Well, it's probably got other jobs to finish and all.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, we've got to do it with meteorite metal, right? Okay, we'll wait for a meteorite then. And then we'll go out and find it on the mountain, except we can't because we're being terrorized by a dragon.
Yeah.
And we've locked all the frigging doors, so yeah.
There was also the thing if she actually proper got the things I was trying to tell her, because I was being really short with what I was saying.
That's true. You might have a sword, but it might just be a sword. Like, yeah, there's one there. Let's just take it.
Yes, I need a sword +2. Okay, there's 3.
Plus do what?
I only need 3, but there's 3. Go on.
Oh dear. Okay. Okay, let's do some rolls and let's get us back to Pale Bank. Pale Bank. We'll do a trip to Pale Bank first. Oh, it's there. Hang on. All right, let's do the ship rolls first.
What's this then? This is a what?
It's you got like a ship handling check or something. It's normally at advantage because you got Sylphina. But when she's on the ship with you, it's at advantage.
Yeah, and also we've just given the crew like 1 million bazillion gold.
That's
so
true.
Should be like, yeah,
They've all got it in their pockets though, so if they fall overboard, they're in trouble. Okay, good sailing. Good sailing. I'll roll. Okay, the weather's not great. It's a bit stormy and that, but you know, you sailed through worse, and with that sailing score, you're doing great. I'll let Net roll to see Lightfoot encounters.
What
Just roll a d20. Oh, of course. Yeah. Okay. Roll a d6, please.
D6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like nothing much happens. Obviously, you're dealing with a storm and that, but you do see around about the middle of the second day, so somewhere like I don't know, around this place here, or wherever, halfway. So fucking whatever. Anyway, around about there, you do see like a bunch of what look like all water elementals just messing around and playing in the water.
Oh, they're playing.
They don't seem interested in you. They just seem to be like firing jets of water all over the place and riding waves and stuff like that.
Nice.
Because the water's quite choppy because of the storm. But yeah, other than that, not much in the way of trouble. And you all arrive somewhere close to Palebank. I don't know. Are you wanting to stop the night, or are you just using it as like a landmark to?
No, yeah, they were just going back there, and then we're carrying on because we're going back to Calcel.
Okay.
Has
'Cause
anything happened to Palebank since the dragon's dead, or is it still just?
Are you sailing close enough to look at it from a distance? Because you obviously got spy glasses and that, so.
Yeah, well, we can stop there. We don't have to completely, but it was all frozen and decimated.
Right. So
it may
still
not be as frozen, but
yeah, I mean, it's still cold up here, so it's still frozen, but not as badly frozen. So that there's water dripping off stuff during the day and that when the sun's up, but the spiky, icy bits aren't as spiky anymore. and parts of it, some places have maybe completely thawed out as you look around. But obviously, it is still devastated. There's still bodies strewn about
Gross.
and broken.
Yes.
But yeah, other than that, there doesn't seem to be much going on there. You spend the night and then you head off back to Keltcell. Go on, Liam. You can do a roll to see what it's like.
D20 and a D6.
Well, no, just a D20 first.
D20. Yeah, D20, and then find out if it rolls above 10, basically.
All right, so you rolled. Yeah, no, so you're fine. What did I roll? Where's my roll gone? Oh, it is there. Okay. Yeah, so the weather's still stormy-ish, but not too bad. It's more heavy rain and a bit windy than a true storm, so it's not something that you have to worry about. No encounters. I do need another ship handling check though. Yep. Everything's fine, and you arrive.
That says 6 and 6.
It does, yeah. It does on mine as well.
That's 22 and 12. It's like,
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yep, okay, that's fine.
So, because one of them says 16.
Yeah, I know, but it plainly isn't. So it's like,
No.
yeah, I rolled a dice. I can see a 20 on there, so I'm going to say it's a 20.
Yeah, I can see it, so it is.
Yeah,
is that what we're playing now?
That's a must be. It's like, yeah, I can see that one. I'll use that.
Okay, yeah, so eventually you arrive in Keltcell. And weather seems to it's eased up quite a lot. It's quite still, if anything. It's quite so. It's about another 3 days travel, roughly. Is it to Keltcell? Looks about right, doesn't it?
Mm.
And
I
yeah, so
actually think we'd gone there. I seem to remember doing this, and you said when we got there, I think you told us that what the state of the ship was. Not that it makes any difference.
No, I can't really remember.
I'm sure you said that they managed to get it afloat and they patched it up, but
that was ascending, I think, wasn't it?
I did ascending.
No, because we said this is where we got to. We said we'd gone back.
All right. Well, okay.
Not
Well,
this
you've
morning.
arrived here.
Yeah, but
And
I'm
you
sure I
are-
did a sending to Turgan after we killed the dragon.
Yeah. I can't fucking. There was a conversation. I know there was definitely a conversation about it. You might be right because I think we might have done something at the end of the session where we just quickly.
'Cause that's all
I
we're
couldn't
doing.
remember whether
We
we'd-
go in there. That's
Yeah. I can't remember whether we'd quickly roll to see whether you got back or not, or whether we just.
No, we didn't
After
roll to
that.
move. It was more like just checking in on him before we were, closing off for the night. I think.
Well, the last thing like I remember was Doc rolling a million fucking dice for no reason. I'm not seeing anything there that looks like rolls to see whether we got anywhere.
No, I'm sure we just got to the boat and that was it.
But anyway, it didn't make any difference that we're there
Grandma
now.
flew us
No,
back
no,
to the
no one
boat.
died. Grandma's back on the boat. What?
No, she flew us back to the boat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So what's the plan then at Kelso? You arrive. The boat is sort of afloat, kind of listing a little bit to one side, but it is. Looks like it could be moved. There's another boat there as well. There's the original. There's our not original boat. That's the one we're in now. What fucking boat are we in? Did we take the
Right.
smaller boat?
we're in the Remoras.
Right, yes. Yeah, no, we did. We took the Remoras down to Palebank.
Yes. So we're in the Remoras because the Purple Moor is at
Oh yeah.
with the
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
it's not here anyway. It's either at the Broken Bank or whatever it's called, or somewhere else. So that's where we changed it.
No, you sailed both ships back here.
Yeah, the Remoras and the big ship, but the
No, the big ship was already here and damaged.
no, we had the big one the big sailing ship that we've had.
Oh, fucking hell. I knew this was going to happen. I'm confused.
So we've
as
got a
fuck.
big sailing ship that we've
Yeah.
been sailing around on with the crew, the one that we got from the
Yes.
smugglers.
That you brought that back
Salty
here?
Shark.
Yeah, the ship that was here that was partly sunk was the one that was
Mm.
Three Rings. And
Right.
that's the one we're recovering.
Yes.
We're recovering Three Rings' ship, which had been scuttled, but we've just recovered. We had the Remoras here, and
Yes.
that was what we came back with. But the Purple Moor is still back down there
Right.
somewhere, where the
I think it's
the-
Dark
on the-
Toe, isn't it?
not
Isn't it
no
being fitted out, isn't it?
no, it's at it's where the
The vampire.
Oh,
thing.
Broken Bank.
Concord, Clover thingy Concord is. I think we left it at there.
Yeah,
Oh.
Broken Bank.
No,
What?
Where's the big city? Of the eight
Oh,
Concord, the main one. We had a dock that we could put it on there, and we left it there.
It's a big titty.
Big city. What's it called?
Port
main-
Tamale.
Flora.
Port Dermal. Yes,
No,
I
Port
couldn't
Dermal,
see the
yeah.
map, so it's like it's the one on the map. Not this one. Yeah, it's at Port Dermal on like
Right.
the Royal Docks.
Ah. Gotcha.
I need to start taking fucking notes. I mean, I take perfectly good notes. Thank you very
You
much.
take so many notes. You don't even know how many notes you have.
Yeah, that's what it is. They just get all confused.
So we have a fleet now. I think once
Yeah,
we've got
basically,
7
yeah.
ships, it's classed as a fleet.
How many? 7.
Yeah, well, I've what
Is
have
that,
we got? We've
is,
got
that,
the-
is,
we've
is
got
Worm
the-
just assuming that number is 7? Is that what it is?
well, what have we got? We've got the Purple
You've
Moor.
got,
We've
there's
got the Remora,
Purple Remoras,
Salty shark.
Salty Shark,
Shark.
and the
Whatever
Broken-
this one is.
and this one's that's been staved in, so that's 4.
Hmm.
And a turtle shell.
Isn't that back at
That's
That's
it.
definitely a
That's it.
fucking Dark Toe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, anyway, so you're at Kelso. You've arrived, the boat looks like it could be moved, although maybe not sailed particularly well. Obviously, everybody's happy to see you. There's no trouble. It doesn't look like anybody's fucking dead or anything. So, what would you like to do?
So just mention that we killed the dragon and we show them some of the like the
Look
teeth
at
and
this.
stuff. Yeah, look at this. Dragon's tooth. Whole bunch of them.
Just open
Oh,
the
yeah, open the
hole.
bubble hole and say, look at that.
Yeah. Honestly, there's not really much surprise amongst the crew or Turdy. That's his name now. I decided. Because they've seen you fucking kill massive fucking floating island creature thingies. So they're a bit like, well, it's impressive, but I don't think they're quite. I think Turgon's probably more impressed than the others because he knows what it was. He knows the stories and everything surrounding Jelly Bitch. Yeah, Gilidon. Whereas the rest of the crew are just like, yeah, we saw you kill a big dragon turtle, so you know, not surprised really. So yeah, right. So what do you want to do? I know that you finished showing off. Then probably, I'm guessing you brought some supplies back from to eat. Although I don't know where you got them from.
I've got to go wait downstairs for a second.
No worries.
That's alright.
So what I need to clear this up. I've got a lot of fucking things in here.
What?
What do you know in the I can't think during the journal bit where you've got like your characters and stuff, and obviously if you're the DM you have all the different tokens.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, like in the early days, I used to sort them all out and I used to put them into their own little folders, so I could collapse it down, so it was all nice and neat and tidy.
Yeah.
I stopped doing that.
You're an idiot.
So now I've got like the first like 3 or 4 scrolls is just orcs and goblins and hobgoblins and things that you've never even fought or come across, because it was like, well, they might do this session, so I'll put them there so they're ready. There's like loads of them. Yeah,
Folders are so fucking helpful.
Or, you know, like random shit like, you know, giant boars that you decided to go fucking hunt and stuff like that.
Yeah, but welcome back.
And cave bears. When did we fight? Did we fight a cave bear?
We did. On the one island.
Oh, yeah. We hunted it, didn't we? I hope we cooked that properly, because you don't cook bear meat properly, apparently you get ill.
It was the time when, you know, I stood out banging my shield, going,
oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I know, because I've got all the notes and they're perfect and I know everything. Especially all the weird little random encounters that you decide to make up for yourselves as we go on. Okay, so I'm assuming like at least spending the night at Keltsel and stuff like that. So
we've got to basically decide where we're going. So where's the in the north where we are? Is there any shipyards or places that would build ships?
Well, the closest you get. Well, okay, so I'm guessing you mean like north of the
on this kind of map, because there's not much. Not many cities or anything on here.
Well, the best place that you know of would be back at Icehaven, because you know that because that's like a fishing village and that, but they've also like they have shipwrights and stuff like that there. You've seen along the docks and stuff. Palebank, obviously the dwarves have built boats, so there are the facilities to do it at Palebank, but obviously there's no one there and it's damaged. So I guess like if you sail back to Icehaven, that takes you longer to get there, right, and drop it off. But there's people there ready to do the work potentially. If you took it back to Palebank, you'd have to fix shit up before they could start doing the work. So it's got, I guess, kind of 6.5 really. It's what?
6 2 3s.
No, Liam. No one says that.
No, they do. They also say 6 of one, half a dozen of another.
Yeah.
I never say that. Oh, I heard
no,
that
because you got it wrong when you said it, Liam.
But 6 2 3s is right.
Yeah, if you're a fucking Geordie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And 2 3s. What's 6 and 2 3s?
12.
And I know it is, but it's also 633. But what you mean 6 and 2 3s? It's not the same as 2 separate things that are the same.
It is, because 6 is equivalent to 2 3s.
Yeah, but it's,
no, because that's not the point.
It's not.
It's because it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. It's the same thing, but of 2 different things. It's the same amount of two different things. That's what I was getting at.
And said differently, not just
Yeah.
6 and 2 3s. You could say 6
Because they are different. They're different to each other, but they're also,
Same thing.
the results might be the same. Anyway, Liam, shut the fuck up with you fucking bullshit. Alright? We left all you lot up there to keep the fucking jocks out, and you failed. So don't come in here telling us how to speak fucking English. Right, so what we doing?
Says a person who lives in Scotland.
Look what you did!
I'm gonna give the slippers of climbing to Shin.
Oh, that's right. Give everything to your boyfriend. I don't think anybody else fucking wants them, to be honest.
Leonora could have them climbing the mast.
Masp.
Mind the
Heaving.
masp! Mind the masp!
Yeah, so is there anything you want to... Right, so yes, so I guess the decision is what you want to do about the boat.
So it's like,
And they're the places that you know of, and like the crew and everybody else know. Because obviously the crew themselves have never been this far north. And the crew of the Remoras had never travelled that far. They only know what you know, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Just give me a second, actually. Let me just
So-
check.
so we could send the 2 big ships with some of the crew and the actual ship's crew down to Ice
Haven.
I forgot the name of it, and it's like it's not on the map.
I can do that. That one
the map
help either,
place that's got a name on it that's not on this one. So they can go there, and we've still got a ship. And we're interested in going and having a look at Uthadun. We don't need the crew with us, do we? So they could
No.
quite
True.
happily move that ship, both ships, down to Ice Haven, get the whatever it's called fixed.
Yeah, does
And
this one
then-
have a name?
It
This is
doesn't really matter.
what-
It's Three Rings ship.
Oh, right, I see what you mean. Yeah, it probably did, but I can't fucking remember, so it's your boat now. Call it what you want. I probably did have somewhere in all the notes.
Perfect note.
Like when I was actually keeping notes. I mean, obviously I'm keeping perfect notes. I've got loads of them. There's probably somewhere in a fucking random notebook lying around the house from around about that time, like the early days.
I was going to say
name
from
for it.
years ago.
Yeah, I think it is now, isn't it?
Mm.
Do you know what? I might actually be able to fucking find it.
Well, it doesn't really matter. So
No.
we're gonna get. So I think we'll do that because there's no point in them staying at Kelsa, but they also had quite a lot of food. So I think they can get that and they can travel back to Ice Haven. It's probably going to take them a week, maybe a bit longer, but they should be able to do that. That's an easy trip.
Do you want me to do a sending to the mayor and let them know that they're coming?
I don't know. We can send them. We can send them.
I would say you probably don't need to.
And we get
But if you
back
wanted
there,
to,
and then if they want to speak to us, we can speak to them from a distance
Yeah.
and say, yeah, is like a couple of crates full of gold or something. I don't know.
Just
Yeah,
fix the
that-
fucking boat, alright?
You
Whatever
don't-
it costs.
yeah, that's you see what one crate or two. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, I
Um,
mean they know us, so if they tell them they're
Yeah,
well, they know the
shouldn't
crew
be an
as well.
issue.
They know most of them actually. My notes are fucking weird. I really should learn how to fucking keep.
well, when we came back, we came back with the full crew anyway.
Yeah,
with
we
a new
did.
ship.
Yeah.
We
So-
stayed
yeah.
there for a while as well. Well, at least.
Well, yeah, they celebrated, didn't they? And like fucking, I can't think what you call it. Feasted us.
They feasted us.
They did. They made us fat. It's my favourite. Don't do that.
So-
You're gonna get fat. Yes.
That's alright.
It's just who potentially wants to go
Yes. and who stayed?
with them. So it's Turgan,
Well, Turgan, we want to keep an eye on the work, don't we, to make sure the work's being done.
Yeah,
fucking right.
he really is the one who
And
knows what's going on.
I think because it needs a bigger ship to tow it, so you're going to need to send the crew, like the
full actual crew.
Yeah.
Can go. Well, I think Brainora can go.
Yeah. Hang on.
How many people do we need to sail our little ship?
Hang on a minute.
We
We
can
do it ourselves. I think.
Okay.
I don't think we need anybody other than the captain and some able hands. Let me just. That one. Because I don't know whether they want to come back with you just yet, or whether they want to see whether Borgin can smooth things over first. You'll find out right now.
Smoothing out.
Well, because they don't know what reception they're going to get at the minute. Like, obviously, they've done good things, but
Who? Or sorry, who? What are you talking about?
like the rest of the crew, because they went AWOL, didn't they?
Yes.
Oh, right. I see what you're gonna. Right, okay. You're talking about the glass blades and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no. Sophia's like, I think we'll go with the with the others until you maybe sorted things out.
Oh my god, I'm so smart.
What? So they want to go with the other? Well, that's fine. They could have come with us.
Well, yeah, but then we might have to fight the entire fucking city guard, and that's just going to take ages.
Mhm.
And I gotta be honest, I don't want to control that many fucking. I mean, obviously that's not going to happen.
Look, they can come with us because I know there's a solution to make all this problem go away.
God, I don't want to know what it is.
Is it called gold?
No,
Oh.
Borgin,
Oh god.
you could change reality, can't you?
No?
Yes,
Change.
reality.
Can he?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh my god. Right, I'm just going to sit here quietly for 1 minute.
It's only been a fucking month, dog.
And you can tell me how Borgin can change reality.
I'll go pee while they figure that shit out.
Could you figure it out?
For me, I know.
Net, go on.
So she'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, let me just. I have my ideas. Be right back a second.
Liam's now looking through everything he's got, and he's not looking at the right thing.
No.
Anyway, while he's trying to figure out what he can do, I think once you smooth things over, everything will be fucking fine anyway. Well, once they realise.
Is it the what?
Look blade.
Because you can.
Your wish.
Yay!
It's the first thing I clicked on, actually.
Why don't you say it instead of clicking on it and then not saying anything for a minute?
We had to make sure, didn't we?
Yeah, I had to make sure I'm reading through it. So what does the sword actually do?
Oh my god. It's the wish that's the... I mean, the rest of it's good, but it's a wish that's the important bit. But you gotta be really careful.
Like a conscription or something like that, since he's a glass blade.
No.
What?
But he might not have that much authority.
No, he just says, I wish you didn't want to arrest us.
Well, it's not.
Well, then they just kill you instead.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You're deliberately doing it to try and well, how can I make that wrong? But it's just like, no, that's quite a minor wish. That it's just like, I don't want to arrest you anymore. It's like, oh, good. There you go. All smoothed over. It's not that difficult.
It's up to Jay whether it would be allowed or not.
Well, it's not like a game-changing spell, is it, or anything?
I mean, technically, if he says no, then he has to make all them NPCs and control each NPC.
Yeah, that's why I said it's not really a problem, so they can come with us. It's just who wants to go back with Turgan.
And this is the moment here.
I think Torby. We haven't actually got a mage with us, have we? Because
No.
what's his face disappeared somewhere, didn't he? So
Dom the Mage. He
no,
also-
no, fucking Rolder.
rolled out. Yeah,
It was like, I'm having a lucid moment. I need to go home and see how things are. It's like, it's been fucking 10 million years. Or 80 or something. Doesn't exist anymore, but okay, bye.
Bah.
Well, obviously something existed, because he managed to teleport fucking somewhere, but... It's just stuck in a
Yeah,
wall.
was he in the good mind, to teleport proper?
It was at the time, I mean, that's what it was. The rolls were when it was when he rolled above a certain number
Uh-huh.
on his lucidity that day that he would be like, hang on a fucking minute, and decide to return home.
I've not put the cat out.
Yeah. Be alright, won't it? How long's it been again, did you say? Right, what we say? Right, so actually, in fairness, Sophina will probably want to talk for herself. Thinking about it, I don't really give a shit. Who's you just decide what's happening?
It's just more who needs to be going to Uther. I don't think Brianora needs to go. I'm not sure Neff would need to go.
Well, they do
it
need a
might
captain
be-
for the ship, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but Turgon's like a first mate or whatever, isn't he? So
No, he's more like there to fix the ship. Torby's actually technically the first mate. She has more sailing experience than any of the anybody
you
who's
never actually told us that, so that's why I just assumed it was Turgon.
Well, she has the ability to sail the ship if she needs to.
Oh,
Right,
So she was first made of the Remors. Okay.
Turgon was. I can't think what you fucking called it now. But Turgon more handled shit like making sure the ship shape and cooking and supplies and stuff like that. I can't think what you call that now. Is it the bosun? Is that the bosun?
No idea. Never heard of him in my life. But I believe you.
We could probably get away with not having Torby with us. It was just whether we would need an actual mate. But yeah, we can probably get away with that. Not having Torby with us for a time. So she could go with Neff and Brianora and just bring Sophina, because she was like the leader of the glass blades.
What could you possibly come across that's going to need that kind of magic?
Everything.
What? You look at all the shit you've beaten without magic. I mean, she barely did anything against the fucking dragon using magic.
Oh yeah, it was her and Sophia going, I'm up, I'm down,
Right.
I'm up, I'm down.
What can we possibly need Toby for when
No, that was-
everything we've ever dealt with that's turned into a fight we've just fucking overpowered, or in Worm's case, shot it in a really sensitive spot with poison.
We're fine.
But you can take. Yeah, it's up to you. I'm not trying to fucking. I'm just dicking about. You take.
No, I genuinely think if we just go with Sophina, and the rest of them can go back to the ship.
No.
Alright. Cool.
So Sophina can go and explain what they've been doing.
Right.
And then if there's any kind of question about it, then
We'll just kill everybody.
we'll either wish the problem away or we just kill everyone anyway, yeah.
You'll just burn the city down. You can burn a mountain down, right? Sure, we can work it out.
It's got a big stalactite in the middle of it. We'll just drop it.
Shape Earth! No, wait, I don't have that.
What?
Nothing.
You not just wish yourself out of there? I wish I wasn't here. Be careful with those wishes. You got to word them properly. That's what I'm saying.
It's like a monkey palm, isn't it?
A what?
You mean the monkey
palm.
claw?
Monkey hand. Yeah, monkey hand, monkey claw. It fulfills your wishes in the worst possible way. If you're not.
It doesn't have to be,
No, I mean,
but
if you're not correct enough.
it's more like the genie thing.
Mhm.
In the sense that, the genie doesn't necessarily understand nuance. So when you say, "Fucking hell, I wish this wasn't happening right now," and it's just like, okay, this isn't happening right now. That's it.
Yeah.
What is happening? Well, you didn't specify what you wanted to be happening. And it comes down to how much of a dick your DM is, and how much how much they can think up to fuck with you. So, I'm a massive dick, but I'm not that fucking. I'll have to wait for Doc to say something to really fuck with this.
It's like it's an effort. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so everybody but Sylphina is
Yeah, I
going
think so.
off.
Mm.
I'll just get rid of them so that it's easy to fucking remember. Right then, so we're gonna head back, and we're gonna
We've
go.
got Wolfie with us.
Right,
Thank
and
you,
we're gonna
Wolfie.
go and yeah, because Wolfie's missed us.
Oh, he's a good boy. Look at this dragon bone I have just for you.
Yeah, just breaks his teeth on it.
No, I was just more imagining him going with this big bone and knocking people.
Just knocking everybody over. That's his new attack. Webb's just training him to go and take out people's shins with a fucking bone. Just run down there. Clunk, 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 clunk. Ah! Don't know what it is.
Boy.
I'd actually put the effort into making that an attack as well. So he's now on his sheet.
So could Wolfie actually get off the boat to go do his business?
No, he just shits wherever the fuck he wants.
Then you put a bucket down, Liam, you specifically, in the water, and then swirl it off the deck.
Yeah, so he's been running around on the beach shitting for weeks. So you got some cleaning up to do before we head back. Right, we'll make Shin clean up after him, right? Right, okay. So the rest of us, including
Actually, Gregory does because he can't smell anything anyway.
he just picks it up,
Just picks it up, yeah.
throws it. Well, then just sticks his hand in the fire to burn it off. Yeah. Okay, so the rest of us will head back to Palebank. The weather's fucking fine, and you don't need to do a sailing check because you'd have to really fuck it up not to be able to fucking sail home in good weather, especially in waters that you have been in a lot. Yeah, okay, it's alright. So we arrive back in Palebank. As we do so, you do see, actually, as you're approaching Palebank, a bunch of figures moving around in the village. I need. I'll get Worm to get Doc to do it. Can you just roll a d6 for me, please? Oh, okay. It is, fortunately, boring. What looks like a bunch of elves and dwarves in the Glassblade uniforms.
Huh.
And I didn't think of a name for the fucking captain or whoever's fucking in charge of the patrol.
Liam or Aruta.
It's a router. Yeah, a router. A router, the dwarf man, it approaches you. Yeah, no. So as you pull in, you are approached by a red-bearded, red-haired dwarf in his uniform. And he essentially looks you all over and is like, "Hang on a fucking minute, I recognise those two."
Which two?
Sylphina and Borgen.
All right, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a twin.
But-
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he probably recognises the twins as well. I mean, if he was in Uthodurn last time we were there. Kind of difficult to miss. Yeah, and he's go on.
What's his name again?
A router.
Aruta.
Yeah, yeah. It's spelled like this.
A Ruther.
Because that's definitely how you spell a router.
Yeah, see? A Ruther.
Yeah.
Yeah, how can you get that from the other one?
Oh, I don't fucking know, dude. Arufa.
It'd have
Yeah,
been better.
that's it.
It'd have been better if he just trying to call him Arthur because he just
Yeah.
fucking read it lazily.
But that is in one of the books.
Yeah, because it's fucked up. Because they misspell it, don't they?
No, he says it as a alias.
Oh, yeah.
He uses it
That's
as an
right,
alias, Arthur. It's like because it's
Right.
almost like my real name.
Yeah, so
But
I won't
Arthur's
forget.
nothing like a router.
No.
What?
I
No.
have a Ruther. I'm sure you have a Ruther.
No, this actually going back to that. That is actually the point, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it Silverthorn?
Yes.
He goes with an alias of Arthur.
Yeah.
Because he wants to go incognito. Because Arthur is so close to Arutha.
That if somebody shouts it out or by accident shouts out a
Yeah.
that he'll be like, well, yeah, they're just.
Yeah,
they
I
said-
thought
they
it
said
said,
what
I
they said,
misheard
yeah.
him. But the way he's pronouncing it is so nothing like it that
Yeah.
it's like, well, that just doesn't work anymore. We've proven it.
Yep.
I'm gonna get on the internet.
Oh God, no.
Get on Reddit now and prove it. It's like, right, okay.
You guys.
Yeah, I can't imagine we're the only ones that have sat there listening to that, going, oh,
Yeah, I know.
stop it, just stop. Yeah. Anyway, I can't remember what was the fucking. They just annoyed me. I don't think I even got that far though, because I don't think I even got to where they meet the elves or anything and heard how he fucked up their names.
Well, I don't think you can on that, and most of it's actually quite good. So it's just like 3 names that are really good.
It just makes your eye twitch every time you hear.
A
Yeah.
Ruther. A Ruther.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a fucking. It's a weird fuck up, but and just unnecessary. Especially the Liam one, because it's like, come on. So I always thought that was spelled differently. I thought that's.
No, it is literally Liam. That's why it's just Liam, and it's like, no, it's Liam. I'm like, no, it really isn't.
Because their dad's got a bit. Isn't their dad's name a weird spelling?
No, it's Boric. B-O, Boric.
Oh,
that's
right,
fine.
yeah.
So everything is absolutely fine. Kulgan. Everything that you do, and then it's just like a Liam. It's like,
I think that's it. I think that's what it is. Every time I've like listened to it, I've heard like him saying the rooster wrong, and it's like, right, okay, I'm gonna let that fucking slide because you've just.
'cause
Fucked. But then
thing
when
is,
you say,
all
but then
the
he says
other names,
Liam wrong,
all
it's
the
like,
other
what are you
names are
doing?
like not real names.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I can get that because I've never heard anyone called that, so it's like not. But Liam's fucking Liam.
I know.
It's like a character. We've got a guy called John. We're going to call him
and
John.
Thomas is Thomas.
Yeah, not
Thomas is
Thomas.
Thomas. You don't fuck it. Yeah, yeah. There is. It's the way. It's the end of Thomas. It is because he hits it with a hard A, and it's like, what are you doing? That's not how you say Thomas, you dickhead. Where are you from? Anyway, right. So you're right back at Palebank. There's a bunch of fucking dwarves and elves and shit. Dwarf man Aruta, because that's his name now. Approaches the ship as you pull in and start. What do you call it? Disembarking. That's a word.
Embarking?
No,
No,
disembark.
because disembark, you get off it.
Yes.
Um,
Mm.
yeah, so he approaches you all and he introduces himself and asks, basically, kind of like inquires after what you're doing.
Yeah, we just come back because we just killed the dragon that was doing all this shit.
And so kind of like tugs his beard a little bit and scratches a little bit. So that's why we're allowed out. That's why we're back out on patrols then.
So the
And that was
message
you.
got through.
And he kind of looks over you all. He's like, with a slight disbelieving squint to his eyes, like, and that was yours, was it? By yourselves?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, not all of us, because a couple of them we've sent over there with another ship because we got several ships.
He's like, alright. And you vouch for this, do you? He looks at Borgen.
I vouch for everything that they say.
Everything that they say, just remember he said that. Do with it as you please.
The story is true. We did fight the dragon and we killed it.
I sent a message to open back the gates. Because the deed was done.
Yeah, he's still like looking at you to like a sense of disbelief. He's like, oh yeah, all right, okay.
Gregory just sort of in the
What?
background just pulls because he's got the thingy, the portable hole. So
Okay.
he's just in the background just doing it, and he just pulls out a one of the massive teeth. just sort of sort of plants it on the floor in front of him. It's probably as tall as him.
Yeah, it literally is. That's right. It's like, that's okay. That's more convincing. You're traveling to Uthodurn then?
Yeah, I can't remember why we're going there.
Isn't it to
I
go
think-
to Uralis? We're passing
Yeah, I
through
think it's
on our
what-
way to Uralis?
I know we are going to Aralis. We're going to check that, but we could just go straight around the coast and go there if we were just going to Aralis. But we are going to Uthodurn. I can't remember exactly why we got to Uthodurn.
I'm not sure there was an actual reason other than whether it would just be.
On the way?
Because it's just the big city up here.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was. I think originally, like before we murdered a dragon, we were coming here because it was like we might need to buy and sell stuff or whatever. But now we could just like buy an entire fucking city. So, I don't, and obviously before that, Borgen had spoken to his brother, had asked about
Is this
making a sword and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I can't remember if there was a driving reason
Oh,
for
but
us going
also,
to
well,
Uthodurn.
I suppose obviously the reason that Sylphina is with us is a reason for going is because they need to be like, well, look, you know, I know he's not here to tell you now, but it was kind of fucking clear that we went and
We kind of went on.
sorted shit out. We went to sort of shit out for
Oh, so it was
for
the
us.
piracy. It was the piracy thing,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
like. So
yeah,
then, I think Sylphina's going back to Uthodurn because she wants to clear a name. But obviously, I mean, you don't have to approach from this side. If you wanted to go to Aralis first and then go up to Uthodurn,
No, it's fine. We're going that way. I was just like, what was the reason for going there? So it's to say we've dealt with the piracy stuff.
it's basically
We
and
haven't
obviously
dealt
the rest.
you haven't dealt with the planking as such, but it's like it's not an issue. It's a non-issue. We've dealt with the piracy, so that's
Well,
done.
yeah, I mean, as far as they're concerned, it's dealt with. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
He's not sending pirates to rob and fucking raid us anymore, or raid them, not us, because most of us don't give a shit. Apart from the fact that they try to take us prisoner, bastards, and feed us to some weird fucking hole or something. I don't know. To the asshole of the world.
Oh yeah, and we've got to go to there as well, haven't we?
Well, that was at Kelso. You were there, just like
Yeah,
2 minutes ago.
Yeah, but that's the other thing we're going to do. But we're not going to go. We're not going to do that with the full crew with us. We don't need all them. So
I just need to check that I've still got everything in case you decide to go fucking back now. Actually, yeah, let's go fucking do that. Like, oh shit, where's everything? I know I have. I said that. So.
Didn't the Plant King said something to Borgen, didn't he? Though.
yeah, he needs to go
Right.
and have something about a rally.
Yes, the Plant King asked us to. The Plant King asked us as a group and to like kind of build like trust or whatever. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
To check out what 3 earrings had or hadn't found, or what was going on with more about what was going on with 3 earrings at Kelso.
Mhm.
Whether she'd found something, and that's what was going on. He also mentioned that Borgen might want to return to Aralis, return north and go to Aralis. So Faction would sort of, yeah, actually, yeah, yeah. But also like him proving himself to use, so it's kind of a double-edged. Yeah, he's earning rep with us. That's what you mean, right? With our faction,
Yeah.
the Purple Morons, or whatever we're called.
Holy shit, that's it now. Purple morons.
So you want to enter this fighting arena? What's your names?
Morons.
That's the name you're going with. Yes.
Yeah, well, the crew of the Purple Moor, that's too many letters. All right.
Yeah. Purple Morons. Yeah, everybody's going to lose to the Purple Morons. Just think about it. Right, yeah, so what were we saying? Right, yeah, so he wanted us as a collective to check that out for him at Council or in that area and see what we could find. We sort of found something and we're like,
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
a portal
well-
there, and
it looks a bit
Turgan
risky.
kinda kept- yeah, but Turgan kind of kept and nothing really happened.
We didn't want to do anything with that until we had some capability of coming back.
That's right,
And
yeah.
If we said there's a university or something in here, or the big library or something.
Oh, yeah, there might be a way of,
So-
yeah,
so
there
we
might be
needed
some
to
way
do
of,
some research.
right.
Yeah, but I was reading.
I'm glad I had that in my notes and remembered that.
Well, that's why we didn't just say, "Well, let's go through the portal." Now it's like, let's not do that yet.
Yeah, that's right. We wanted a plan B. We wanted we wanted a fucking, what do you call it?
At this point, I think it's like plan B.
We wanted to get a fucking get out of shit card, didn't we? That's what we wanted.
So that's why we said,
Yeah.
go over to doing because it's a library, right? Okay.
Yeah,
so
there might be.
something.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Cobalt Soul.
Yeah, Cobblestone.
There's a Cobalt Soul library. Wow. Yeah, kind of library place.
Yeah.
We've been there.
I'm sure
Oh fucking hell!
Yeah, we have
Why
been
should-
there.
no,
That's where
we
we
don't-
got
yeah,
the
because now I'm
maps
gonna-
from.
We got the maps from there. Yeah.
Yeah. And now I've
That's
got
what I mean.
to
That's where we
I can't remember who it
back,
was
because
now.
it's like, yeah, we want to do stuff. So that's
Yeah.
what I said. There was a reason for going to Eastern. Yes.
Yes. So, no.
It's all coming back to us now.
Do you know what's not coming? Oh, there it is. No, it's not going to be in here, is it? Come on. Now I've got to check to see if the notes from my PC are actually in the PC, like the proper notes that I actually took when I was taking notes properly.
Right. So anyway, so
Yeah.
we're talking to this guy. It's like, yeah, we just killed the dragon and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, he looks like he might actually be believing you now. Yeah, so he said, like, well, so he essentially tells you that you're free to either make your own way,
Mhm.
or that the patrol will be heading back in a couple of days once they've, because they're picking over the village and seeing just how bad it is, really, which is, I mean,
Pretty bad.
it's really fucking, and also, pulling out bodies from the wreckage, and yeah. But they'll be heading back in a few days, so that you can either travel. You're welcome to stay and travel back with them, or you can start making your own way.
Are the gates open?
Um,
I'm assuming they are. That he got
They're-
out. So
right. So,
if he wasn't there,
so there are. I mean, Borgen would know. So, the gates themselves won't be fully opened yet because they take a while to fucking reset.
That's huge.
Because you've got the main gates out the front, which are easy to open. They're just like normal fucking gates, right? But then all the way down, you've got these series of like circular gates that drop into place or slide into place. And there's a series of them going down the tunnels into the heart of the mountain, if you like, into the city itself. However, there are tunnels down the side, like there are smaller tunnels like Sally Ports and stuff, which is how the patrols got out, that run between them all, so that they can move between the gates without having to open them. So there are ways in and out, so you can get into the city. That's what I'm saying.
right? Okay. So we can.
Assuming
do
they
it
want you
now,
to.
'cause we don't need
Yeah.
to wait for these guards. We can.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, that we can just.
Yeah, I mean, why would we need their help? They just hid behind the fucking walls when there was a dragon flying around. We went and killed it.
Yeah.
The glass blades of Uthadun have gone down massively in Vorak's estimation, I have to say. So you got an entire fucking army and you hid behind your walls in the fucking mountain. Okay. Right. So obviously you know the route back to Uthadun. You've travelled it a few times. Borak. Fuck me. Borgen's travelled it. And so Sylphina, everything, like loads of those times. So you know the way back. You know there's like stop-off points and towers along the way.
There's all these towers.
I can't remember how long it took.
I think we had 2 stops, maybe 3.
Yeah, it's 3 days.
Yeah,
I'm
2 stops.
walking.
Yeah, so we'll call it about 3 days. So we'll do it as a single thingy, as a single journey. So oh fuck, I roll all of it. That's it. I'll fucking kill you all. Fucking weather's shit. What time of year is it? Back end of summer, early autumn. Probably I would say, given the time of year, and given how far north you are, that you're probably seeing like the first freezing rains of the year, like sleet and the really fucking horrible stuff, and it's blowing right in your face all the way as well. So the weather's fucking miserable, but at least you can get dry at night in the towers. Okay, yeah, but other than that, I mean, the journey, the road itself seems pretty clear. You don't come across any trouble on the way. If there are other patrols out and about, you've not seen any sign of them. The towers themselves, obviously, have shown signs of being used recently because that patrol have obviously used them on the way out here. But they do seem to have been restocking them on the way out, so there's plenty of fucking food and firewood and anything else that you might need. And you eventually arrive outside Uthadun towards the end of probably the 4th day, something like that. Yeah, and you're greeted by a bunch of glass blade guards,
Right.
who obviously recognise Borgen and Sylphina. Yeah, so you're led into the city, and this is where you see, like, so there are, given Dwarven architecture, there are hidden doors, basically. There are hidden places and sally ports and tunnels down the sides of the main tunnel that allow guards and fighters and what have you, glass blades, to move up and down the tunnels when needed if the place ever came under attack. So it's not like last time where you walked down a massive fucking walkway when you last came here. It's tight tunnels and all that shit. But you eventually make your way into the main city itself. You are greeted there by the big Minotaur lady that we saw before. Nuevina. Nuevina? But we'll call her Mrs. Brighthoof lady. Because, yeah. Who...
Yeah, Bright.
The last... Yeah. Who isn't... actually, sorry. She is now a captain of the Glass Blades. She was, when you last came here, a trainer, but now she is a captain, and she... yeah, so she greets you all. I can't fucking think what I was going to say now. I just went, everything just went whoop. God damn it. Well, I said she essentially... Oh, so she'll take you off to she'll take you off to a small kind of office space, although I don't know how you're all going to fucking crowd into a small fucking office place. So it's big enough for you all to get in, but it's a bit of a tight squeeze. But essentially asks, what the fuck?
The little people can sit, we can stand.
Yeah, we'll just stand at the back looking menacing. Although she's actually really fucking tall. I think she's actually as big as us. As big as us. So yeah, so it didn't really work on her. So, okay. Ooh. There's a reason she's at the Glass Blade. Although, yeah. So she sat there all like, well, there's a reason I've went to glass, but I ain't fucking scared of you two. And we're just like, you hid behind the fucking walls. And we went and killed the dragon, so fuck you. No, but anyway, so yeah, so she addresses Sylphina and Borghen, essentially, because they are the glass blades. They're the ones that she wants to talk to, really. She wants to know, first of all, why you fucking disappeared, and what's been going on.
It's you, Liam.
Sylphina will
Worm,
start...
Worm just starts telling this story then about we had to deal with the pirates, so we dealt with them, and then we come back, and there's another dragon, because we had to deal with the dragon turtle on the first one, and we come back, and then we told he couldn't get in because he's a dragon, so we sorted out the dragon problem for you, and now we want to come in and we want to go to the library because there's books there.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
she looks at you like, starts looking between you two like. Just looks over at Sylphina. So Sylphina actually gives her a bit more detail.
What kind
She
of
elaborates a little bit more on what actually happened, a bit more cohesive as well.
Did meet the Plank King, not Plank.
Yeah, just like so Sylphina starts filling the room with a bit more detail, and then I can just imagine Borghen and Worm just piping. Actually, everybody other than Shin, who's probably quiet. Everybody else is, even the twins are just piping in now. And again.
No, Worm's just like listen to it, and then you say it all more elaborately, and it's like, yeah, it's what I just said.
Why are you fucking repeating what I just said? You're wasting time. So eventually she's like, right, okay. She's like, well, we're gonna have to take this higher. I'm not sure. And this is actually only aimed at Borghen and Sylphina because they're the only ones that were glass blades. So obviously everybody else, you're just there to corroborate the story, I guess. So and obviously we're not glass blades, we're not even citizens, we're just free people, right? So she's like, well, she basically tells us to behave ourselves, the rest of us. And tells Borghen and Sylphina to make sure they're available for further questioning, but she needs to take it. She needs to.
She doesn't recognise us, surely, because we won the competition with the hunt for the mammoth.
Yeah, she recognises who we are.
Oh, right.
but it's like,
but more of us than there was.
But
last
then we've turned up like fucking 4 months later, claiming to have killed a fucking dragon and dealt with the Plank King. She's like, well, but like, as far as she knows, like, fucking, whatever, 3-4 months ago, Borghen and Sylphina and the rest of the crew just disappeared. As far as she knows, they were
I'm not.
Yeah, so it's a bit like
she does actually recognise us, doesn't she?
Yeah, but she just tells us to behave ourselves because she's also like, well, people still might hold a grudge. Well, not hold a grudge as such. I can't think of the right fucking. People might still be believing that the reason Gelladon did what she did is because of us, sort of thing. I can't fucking say that properly. You know what I mean? So there might still be people that hold us responsible. That's what I was going to say. That's the word. Mm-hmm. For what happened. So, be careful. But we killed it. So actually, that's the other thing as well. She's like, she's like, well, I have no evidence.
Oh, then Gregory just like, yeah, just puts the thing on the floor. They moves everyone to one side and then puts the thing on the floor and then just opens it and like points in.
She's like, oh. I mean, she could have got that any. She sees the glitch. She's about to say she could have got that anywhere, and then she just moved some of the gold aside, and you can see the dragon scales and shit. She's like, and dragon bones, and teeth and claws and horns and everything else she fucking picked up. And she's like, Okay, I'll make sure the word gets put about that it's... Wow. And then she kind of looks up at the rest of the group, like almost like she's seeing you all for the fucking first time, like everybody for the first time, not just Borgin and Sylphina, who she was originally there wanting to talk to. So you really... Just you lot?
Well, there's a couple of others with us. But just us.
Yeah.
What, so there was like a whole load of you?
No, there was like Brianna and Thingy and what's her
Brianna.
face.
Well,
I said her names, but after, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
here's
like,
there was Neff and...
so... Huh. Well, I guess she wasn't as scary as we all thought she was then.
The biggest problem was getting past the army of orcs and things, but, you know... Figured out a plan for that one.
She looks at Worm like she wants to believe what you're saying. But she doesn't
Do an
like
insight
maybe
check.
she
Go on, do an insight check.
All
for
right.
her.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. I'll just roll a fucking...
Do it.
I have actually got... I'm sure I've got a stat block for her. I'm sure I did, but I might...
Right, well, I'm not doing... I'm not doing...
No, I know. I know.
am I? So-
Yeah, so it doesn't matter anyway. So she knows like she's gonna. I just want to see if there's anything I need to add to it.
That's a really bad... No, because that's
But it doesn't matter though because you're
that's
actually
the
telling the
wrong-
fucking. She wants. Oh, I have got a stat block
Yeah.
for it.
No, that is the wrong one because that was Sir Gregory, so it's with Worm, isn't it? So it's persuasion.
Here we go then. So she's doing a what? Insight. Oh.
Oh shit, Worm. What the fuck? Okay.
She believes you anyway.
Wow.
This is alright. Well, actually, to be fair, it's also a group effort, so it makes sense to Sir Gregory also. Although he hasn't said, oh, he did help Persuade by literally opening a bag full of fucking dragon scales and shit. She's like, well, I'll make sure would. But you, but Kelidon though, like she's literally destroyed Palebag not long ago.
Mm.
The entire.
That's why we decided to go there first because that was wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah, Borat's like, yeah, we had to.
We couldn't let that pass.
Yeah, what she said.
Duty as a glass blade.
Dude, when you say that, she kind of looks at you. She like looks at you because she's still a bit like fucking taken back. She looks over in your direction when you say that, and then kind of like squints her eyes at you a little bit, kind of almost scowls at you. She's like, "Yeah, might go some way to." Oh, okay.
Yeah.
While the thing's open on the floor, Wolf jumps in and starts rummaging around and stuff, then comes out with another bone and just sits on the floor
Just
chewing.
ignoring it.
Yeah.
I pat him on the
Again.
head, going, "Good
Yeah.
boy."
There's just
Good
like
boy.
random gems and bits of fucking coin falling off him as he pulls himself back out.
Yeah, shakes.
Yeah,
Shakes as he
it
gets out.
off. He's getting a big boy now as well. Might have to look at that soon. Although he hasn't been any, kind of been running around on the shit. He's getting big though because he wasn't fully grown. He's filling out.
No, he was just a fucking puppy.
Yeah.
Still a puppy.
He's still a puppy. Yeah, he hasn't hit his full growth yet.
No, he's
Um,
always going to be a puppy, isn't he?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just how it is, isn't it? Even Loki was still a puppy, and he was fucking like 60 fucking something kilograms with a head like a fucking shovel. People used to cross the streets, and it was funny. Speaking of which, there's a fucking woman around here. She's got the two biggest mastiff fucking things I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, they made our Loki look fucking. They're like Loki was a big dog, but they would make him look fucking small if he was still around. They're the biggest fucking. And she is the tiniest little fucking woman I've ever seen. Every time I fucking see her walking those dogs, I'm just like, if they fucking go,
You're gonna go, wow!
I wouldn't want to fucking walk those dogs. Both of them. They're that fucking big. I'd be like,
They
But
don't. like,
they don't
running.
start the shit though. They don't.
Yeah, they don't also
anything,
don't like running. It's like
No.
yeah,
Yeah, literally, they'd run to the end of the street and then they're just like, oh, fuck it. This is hard work. But yeah, no, it is one of those. It's like if they have a fucking. I hate crossing the fucking street though. I'm not a bitch. Right. So anyway, back to what were we doing? Oh yeah, convincing her that yeah. Yeah. Okay. So she's gonna. She's gonna put the word about what's happened, and try and ease any tensions that might come with everything that's happened. People have died, bitches.
But we avenged them.
And she's gonna take what she's heard from Sylphina and Borgen, and obviously the rest of us. But she's gonna take that to people that are higher up. She's gonna take that to. Don't know how I came up with that name. Hermund Battlefinder, who is now the general of the Glassblades. Hermund Battlefinder. Who will probably decide on what's going to happen, because it's a bit of a tricky situation, right? Because you technically went AWOL, and as far as they know, you went AWOL without fucking. There's no evidence that you went with permission, but also, if everything that you said is true, which obviously killing a fucking massive ancient fucking dragon thing is, then it was all for the right reason, but also you went AWOL. So they don't. She needs to take it higher up. It's above her, so she wants you to stick around just in case. However, she does say that you're kind of you're free to move around the city as you please, or have you? Obviously, like she said, she just just watches. At least if you're going to be here for a few days, at least watch yourselves for a bit. Just until enough people know what's actually happened or what have you. Yeah. What would you like to do as she ushers you all out of her office, still looking a bit dumbfounded at the fact that you've got. Oh, she also mentions that you might not want to open that up in too many places. And she kind of looks around in a classic pose of somebody before they're about to make a racist fucking comment. It says, because of all these dwarves around and shit. So, whoa! Yeah,
What do you mean dwarves like gold?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, what would you like to do? You have Uthadurn is yours. It's probably sort of late evening-ish. But yeah, the city is yours. Obviously, I've been travelling most of the day, so.
Well, we'll go back to that inn that we went to last time on near his. Yeah.
Wow, if you've got that fucking right.
I do.
I think I do. You see, you probably have, because my note. Oh yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. Yeah,
and
with
buy it.
with Svaga Ilikdotter as the owner. I don't know if I even told you that last time.
No, you told us Leon Green.
We keep saying, right, you're quite happy you can go and wander around the city. I'm wondering what actually going to happen when somebody says you're not allowed to.
Oh. What? Right, so you're right. So you're talking to the servers that were there, but the owner of the bar was actually of the inn is actually Svaga.
Oh, so okay, so that's
right. So you've got right. So hang on a minute. So the owner of the Warm Hearth Inn, or whatever it's fucking called,
Mm-hmm.
is hang on a minute. I can't fucking spell or type or do anything that I need to be doing right now. Right, so that is the owner of the inn, and then the serving staff were, at the time,
Leo.
obviously they might have changed, were, oh, you fucker. I believe, I might have got this right, these might be,
Varga Eilik daughter.
well, I'm just saying.
Likdotter.
Whatever Net just said it was.
Well, that's Ilikdotr.
Very Icelandic.
But read it in English.
I licked daughter.
Corpse daughter?
What?
Corpse daughter?
Right, anyway, I can't remember. Right, so who were the others, did you say?
Leo,
There.
Oh.
I think he was the
Give me a second.
bouncer. Well, the guy at the door.
Right, so so it's actually, right, yeah, so it's actually, his name is actually, Leokas. He's the elf man, isn't he? Yeah, so he's Green Chew. So that's him, and then so he's the elf. Then you've got,
That's the only two I have from there.
who else did you have?
No, only Leo and Svarga I got. Those are the only two I have from the inn.
And then there is actually there were three, I think. Hang on. Right, so they were the servers at the inn. Well, although I don't think they were all there at the time that you were there. So Leokas Green Jew was the elf who just probably introduced himself as a Leo. He was a male elf with the dark hair, almost blue hair. Then so Brelma was a blonde female dwarf, and Ketria was a dark-haired female dwarf. So not that it really makes any fucking difference. But anyway, yes, you find your ways there, and well, who's going to the inn first? Because I believe that your brother's forge, or your family's forge, I should say, because both your brother and sister work there. Borgen was kind of close by.
Yep, that's why we went to this one.
Yeah, it was like it was almost like across the street a little bit or something, wasn't it? Or up the road a
We
little
should
bit. Or
go
something.
there before we go hit the inn and start drinking.
That's up to you. I don't think.
Or we can either go and see his hot sister,
Yeah.
Sweat.
or just go and get pissed.
I'm gonna get pissed. I don't think Vorak's stopping. Vorak wants ale. He wants ale from Svarga's warm hearth.
Because we've not really been able to drink much since going back, because that Palebank since Icehaven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. I don't think Vorak's not stopping. He's going straight to the inn. and he's ordering all that fucking food that was on the menu as well.
Was there like a special drink here? Because I remember Worm having like a special drink.
There was a few different drinks. Yeah.
I'm just gonna stick to ale, but
Yeah. So that there's obviously, I mean, there's usual like different ales and stuff like that. There's meads and different whiskies and stuff, but there's also Dwarven Firewater, something called the Purple Worm.
Firewater.
Yeah, something called the Purple Worm.
I think he had that as well.
There's a Drunken Duck. There's special beers that are like fermented from mushrooms and shit, like Halsbier. Then there's also like all the fancy stuff that the elves like elven
wine.
wines. So you've got like summer wines and Moondrop.
No,
meads.
it was
Frost wine.
Borgen wanted to have all the fancy.
Yeah, and you can afford it
Yeah.
now. But then there's also like the really fancy dwarven beer, like the really good fucking dwarven beer. So
Beer.
yeah, the truth is I don't fucking. Twins is just walking inside, just alcohol
Yes, thank you.
now, and obviously the curried fucking goat, or whatever it fucking is that they have, because you know, I'm not eating smoked fucking fish whilst drinking. But yeah, so I'm not marking down anything that you're fucking paying, because I think
Isn't that
it's
much?
I assume that somebody will pay for it at some point out of the vast amount of fucking wealth that you've got now. Like I said, I'll only really track it if you're buying huge fucking things, because even like tracking like weekly costs and stuff like that's just not even fucking worth it. So yeah, so you so actually, so yeah,
So at this point, Gregory is just like a fucking protocol droid. So you all go in and just walk around and get pissed and everything. He just walks up to the bar and just like looks at what you're doing and just starts putting coins on the bar. just to cover what you're doing.
Yeah, everything's a dink, dink, pass them over the counter. Yeah, so Svarga is actually behind the bar tonight.
Oh, okay.
So
Wasn't there
she's
some kind of talent contest on last time?
Yeah,
There was, yeah.
I was gonna lean into Sophina and say, last time we were here, we were in a dance contest and it was glorious.
I'm pretty certain I would. I can't remember what happened. I know it didn't. I
don't remember who won.
can't remember who won. I feel like it was one of us though.
We were doing this
because you were saying it's either saying performance or something like I did an acrobatics. I think I won because I did acrobatics.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think yes, I think it probably was fucking wins everything.
Yeah, because
Life.
was doing like the haka.
Oh right, the hacker. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was doing some tribal shit.
It just scared the shit out. They didn't even work, did it? That's right, because we tried to intimidate everybody in the fucking bar, and they were all just like, "All right, okay."
Yeah, I think one of us won, but it wasn't you and me.
No, I think it was probably Worm. It makes sense actually, because I think it was, and I think Borgen was close though.
Yeah.
I think Borgen was winning until Worm got up and did something.
We were like going to go. Oh!
Pretty much. There doesn't seem to be anything on tonight. Actually, some of the menu is a bit short as well. You figure that probably because they've been locked up tight for a few months. No, not even. It's not been months. It's been like a couple. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, do we know how long she's been like raging around there before?
That's a question you could ask somebody. Yeah, no, they've been closed up for probably about a month.
Okay.
I think. Since it became a problem here, if that makes sense. Since it became a known problem, so they don't. I don't know how long before that. Palebank, you find out was taken out about 6 weeks ago. So probably, if we say that you've been gone 6 months, not 6 months, no, 3 months, then it was probably like half of that Palebank got taken out. Probably 6 weeks after he's left, the Palebank got taken out. But obviously, Galadon was, as far as you know, at least in 2 different places, or has at least 2 different layers. So you don't know where she was at the time. Or...
Yeah, because
anyway,
she was between Wildmount and Paldori, wasn't she?
Yeah, as far as you know so far. But also, from what Grandma said, you know that she might have not even been in this fucking realm of existence.
Mm-hmm.
So
trying to do the thing.
Yeah, so... But yeah, so it's been about... I think it's been about 6 weeks, or from what you can gather, it's been about 6 weeks since Palebank was taken out, and probably about a month since the city was shut down. Or locked up, or however you want to fucking call it. So...
They still have ale.
Well, yeah, they do. And obviously, being that it's dwarves and elves, actually, they were well supplied and well stocked. But part of the reason why places like Oralis were created but then lost, and Palebank now lost, were created, is because the city is it's crowded.
Mhm.
There's too many of them. If this happens, they can't last for very long because there's just nowhere to store everything that they need to keep that many people alive. So yeah, so things are a bit in short supply, but there's plenty of plenty of alcohol and mushrooms.
Does she
And
know if
mustard.
they're planning on repopulating Palebank though?
Nobody at the bar. So Leo's there still. Sfarga's there behind the bar.
That's Svarga.
She just has no idea what's next.
Okay.
But if what we say about Gelidon being taken out and the orcs to the east
Mhm.
potentially taking a hit or not having her behind them, maybe places like Oralis and that would stand a better chance. Because I mean, that's why they had to give up Oralis essentially in the first place, because there's just too much fucking trouble.
Yeah, we saw what was happening to the orcs, so the whole ice thing, didn't we?
Oh, the mutations. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah. And obviously that was because that was for whatever reason, maybe gifts from Gelidon, but also obviously I think the thing is that they had to provide for her as well, right?
Mhm.
So they went raiding and stuff like that. They wouldn't come to Uthodurn because they wouldn't be able. It would be pointless. But they fought with the orcs to the south and other peoples that live out in the plains or in the places like that. And obviously, when they tried to set up Oralis on the river, which looked like a good spot, it was essentially too much trouble to keep hold of. So. Or at least that's what she knows anyway. Which probably could be corroborated by Borgen because he's been here all that fucking time and has been a glass
200
blade.
years.
5 million years.
Yeah.
Yep. So whilst everybody else goes to the inn and gets fucking twatted, what is Borgen doing? Oh,
Liam.
what is
Well,
it?
Borgen is gonna go visit his family and see how they are after all the commotion.
Yeah, they seem to be doing
Is going in to the bar and getting drunk.
yeah, so you stop off at the forge and obviously be greeted by your brother and sister. They say everything seems to be doing well. It's not the first time the city's had to be fucking shut down for whatever reasons. And they're glad that you're safe and all that shit. But they seem to be doing fine. Your brother tells you that he's started work on the sword.
No, you're working on the sword.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one, I think. Yeah. Got some of the good metals in, Cost a bit, but it's worth it. Family, isn't it?
Don't worry about the cost, brother. I'll help cover the cost.
Okay.
How much do you reckon do you need?
Oh god. Let me think.
Actually, no. In this instance, Gregory's actually with you.
Oh, okay. Well, he's not going to. I mean, obviously, if you're wanting to cover the costs, that's a bit different to like, because you're only paying for the materials, really. But also, fucking hell. I knew this was going to happen.
Does it cost that much?
Yeah. I knew this was going to. This is because I've been talking too long. So it's fucking started being fucking twatty. I'd say I'm going to do straight off the top of it. I'm going to say probably about 200 gold, because you're looking for like essentially you're looking for like a +2 or better weapon sword, right?
Yeah.
Alright, but you're only paying for the materials. Because obviously, +2 is like fucking a couple of thousand, I think, isn't it? Is that right?
It's more than that. It's
Yeah. So, yeah. You're looking at a couple of 100 gold for it. Materials, because it's using the best. But also, I'm guessing, to some extent. I mean, I don't know actually, because the Forge would do quite well. So I was going to say I don't know whether you were subsidising them anyway, but probably not. I suspect that up until you went on your adventures and started bringing in like absolute fucking stacks of gold, they were probably, if anything, subsidising you as a glass blade. Yeah, I'm talking too long, but it's alright because Liam's got to fucking go soon anyway. So,
Brother, how much would you reckon more we would need then?
say that one again.
How much more would we need
For
gold-wise? Sword.
What in terms of, right? Yeah, like I said, if you're paying for the materials, that's about 200 gold.
Here you go, brother. Here's 500 gold.
there's a better way of doing that, Liam.
Yeah.
There's a better way of doing that because you basically got Gregory's got it carrying all the gold, right? So as you say that, then Gregory just lays the thing on the floor, and then in front of his sister and brother, he takes his head off, and dips it into the thing, and just pulls out a helmet full of gold, and just sort of drops it onto the table, and then puts his head back on.
Sounds reasonable.
So how much gold is there? Does come out there?
What in a helmet? I don't know.
Yes.
About
You
500.
That's so much.
The shovel,
You could have also just handed over a fucking gem or something.
Yeah, I know. But it's just
But that's not as
the way of
impressive,
doing it.
yeah.
Taking your head off and then
Yeah.
using it.
Actually, at that point, because your brother's not really been paying much, or your sister, they've been paying more attention to you. At that point, they're both not only blown away by the fucking massive hole that opens up in the floor, but then they're just like that. Yeah, exactly like that. Just staring at fucking Sir Gregory like.
They should have rolled
What?
5d100s and see how much gold exactly.
No, but it doesn't make any difference. It's not going to make any difference whatsoever. There could probably be a
so much
5,000 gold
gold,
piece
Liam.
gem in it as well, but don't matter.
Don't worry about it. Your brother...
That's roughly like 500 gold.
Yeah. Your sister says, she's like, what? What? What's that?
Gold?
No. That? And she points at Sir Gregory.
It's Sir Gregory.
No, this it's a set of plate armor. I mean, it's fancy, but it's a set of plate armor. That's not.
He's alive. He's alive.
I sort of nod and go, yeah.
What, in a head?
No, well, no, in his voice that time. So he's like, yeah. He's not doing it just in his telepathy stuff.
He's an ancient piece of armor. What's so strange about that, sister? I thought he'd be more fascinated by his
Don't normally get up and walk about and talk to people.
Well, stranger things have happened, sister.
It did take a few hundred years before I managed to do this, but yeah. This is a more recent development.
Oh. Well, okay. Nice to meet you, I guess. She holds out her hand to you to shake.
Yeah, shake a hand.
Yeah. Yeah, her brother fucking knew this was going to happen.
You jinxed it.
Yeah. I think it's more time.
As shaking hands, his eyes go from being yellow to like a little bit of blue colour, and then go back to yellow when he lets go.
Oh, loves her. Actually, by this point, your brother's kind of got over the shock, and having seen and heard all this, is actually checking out Sir Gregory's armor a bit more. Like he's paying a bit more attention to it. So, I don't suppose you know who made you.
No.
Just don't recognise the work. That's all.
It was,
Obviously,
and it was like 1,096 years ago. I think.
yeah, I don't in a completely different continent.
Yeah.
He's like, well, that would explain it then. Yeah.
I just point out this bit was like a week ago, and point to the crown,
Oh,
and he points to the symbol on his chest. That this was my own work, like a self tattoo.
yeah, tattoos his own chest, like yeah.
yeah, but it's like it's a pretty reasonable representation of the Dawnfather symbol.
He's actually, he's a bit like, wait, so when you say it's that's clearly part of the armor, how is that a recent addition?
Well, the crown.
Yeah,
because I only got it. We got it from the dragon horde.
right, so it's not actually attached. Then you can take it off.
No, it is actually attached now.
Oh, okay.
So if you look, it's like there's literally no seam. It's
Yeah, no, I
just
know.
like-
That's why he's confused, because it's like, no, that's clearly part of the fucking armor, and it'd be like a technique that he doesn't recognize the technique either of being able to make a gold crown sit on your adamantite fucking
Yeah.
armor. And he's like, so he's kind of like, I'm not sure. Okay.
Well, he shows him his hand as well, and on one of his fingers, he's got an etching of a like a dolphin,
Oh yeah, the
Right.
ring.
yeah.
and it's like, and that there was actually this he can remove. So he removes the ring, and he's got a magical ring, but then he puts it back on his finger, and it just sort of turns back into etching on his finger again.
That is so cool.
He's absolutely fucking fascinated by you. He's kind of like, you can see that he's desperately wanting to like kind of almost research and like try to figure out what the fuck's going on. But yeah, he's a bit gobsmacked at the minute. He's not quite sure where to fucking start with his thought process. And then realises he's been holding his fucking blacksmith's hammer in the air for like a good 5 fucking minutes. Probably not that long, but you know. So, oh yeah, and puts it down. But yeah, okay. Fucking. Told you. See, this is what happens. This is why you shouldn't have asked me if I was okay earlier. Now. And then made me say, yeah, I don't think I've coughed all day. Right, so Borg has been home. He's going back to the inn to get twatted, and Sir Gregory's going to just start slipping gold coins across the counter to pay for the food and alcohol that's been consumed by everyone else.
There's a drink.
Is there anything else that anybody wants to do this evening in the city, or is it just let's get fucking wasted?
We just got here. We start anything tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, I think I still have. No, I don't. That's not it. Is it? No, that's somewhere else. Where was that?
What?
I've got a fucking. I was looking to see if I could find the inn, but it's not. It's a different one, and I can't remember where it was.
We did have a map for the inn. I remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I've still got it.
It was really dark.
Yeah,
Dark.
I feel like that
black
might
and
be.
blue on it.
Oh no! Haha. Yeah. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna have to remove your tokens though. Right, hang on a minute. So there is obviously a bunch of other fucking people here. No. But I'm going to remove your old tokens that are still on the map first. But I'm not putting on a load of fucking tokens for like everybody else that's in the inn. What layer is that on there? You just got like one random fucking. Right. I'll bring you all over, and then you can.
We obviously want this table because I think that's enough for all of us.
It might be. So we've got Borgen, Sherrod. At least that's definitely working. We've got Wolfie, Sir Gregory, Shin, Vorak, Worm, and then it's only Sylphina, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, you can do as you please. So that's what's his name? That's Leo. That's I can't
Svaga.
fucking. This is Svaga. That's
Yeah.
Svaga. So that must be. That must be. Well, Brelma's meant to be fucking blonde, so I'm guessing it's Ketria. That must be Ketria or whatever her name is. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, we're at the bar because you were fucking talking to Thingy, weren't you?
Oh yeah, we were.
Like asking all the questions about things. Sir Gregory's just slipping coins across the counter. But yeah, so use evening to yourselves. You can eat and drink. The rooms are all yours. Yeah. Is there anything in particular anybody wants to do, or? No, you don't have to do anything. You could just spend the night and then.
No, I don't think. I think it's just waiting until tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay then.
I'll
Yeah, 'cause
lie
they
in.
have to wait around, don't they?
Yeah. So you all get a good night's sleep. Eventually, whenever you collapse into whatever beds you fucking collapse in, if you make it to bed. You might not. I don't think Vorak does. I think Vorak fucking just falls asleep, like just collapses at some point and just stays there. Probably just sprawled on the stage like this, like just half on it, like that. But yeah, so the night passes. Eventually, you will come awake the next day at whatever point and are offered breakfast and such as is like, which is there's no mention of money. There's no mention of money at all.
Because he's been just flipping coins.
Like either Sir Gregory's massively overpaid, or they're just like fucking whatever. or Sir Gregory's already paid for it. But the day is yours. The next day, you're all well rested, although hungover, no doubt, and well fed. What would you like to do with your day?
Well,
now go on.
it was go to the library, but it's any kind of shopping that anyone wants to do, I guess, first. But then we had going to the library to do research and shit. That's why we wanted Toby with us, but you know, we'll just settle with our current, researcher, spell user, cleric.
Well, there's people in the library that might be able to help you out.
Hopefully.
No, I'll go to the library.
I think Shin will probably go try to find some throwing knives. And buy them.
Not to the library then.
No.
You could just ask your brother. He's literally a fucking blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, just putting that out there.
Yeah.
I'm sure your brother can give you a brace of throwing knives if that's what you want, especially considering you've just dropped like 1 million fucking gold in his lap.
Yeah, I think Borgum will take Shin to his brothers and then get him to make some throwing knives.
To the family.
Aww.
I see what you trapped me into.
It wasn't trapped. You just went for all that. You're not going to show him to show him to your mum, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. You do you, mate. Don't worry about it. It's not a trap, you know. That's something else. I'm not talking about that. You're not old enough to know about them yet. Right. It's a trap I'd happily fall for. Anyway, so everybody else is that it then? Everybody else is just going to the library.
Are going to the library. Is anyone else coming with you?
Well, Sophine's probably just going to tag along because she ain't got anything fucking better to do. She doesn't want to go to the like barracks or anything. Well, she could do, but she don't want to.
No, that's fine.
So she's going to follow us. She's going to come with us. Just, I don't know. Probably because she wants to be. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I feel fucking sick. Right. So the rest of us start making our way down to the library. Borgin and Shin go and meet the family.
Meet the family.
Gregory goes with Borgin as well.
Okay, that's fine. Well, obviously you get to your brother's forge a lot sooner because it's across the street. Otherwise, go on.
Since we got dragon stuff in my shield, is it possible to, make it better?
You have to ask. What is your shield currently? I know it's obviously got the...
Is that?
Right, and it's got the resistance to cold, and it's got... Does it have the... Is it just a resistance to cold? It doesn't have the, benefits against dragon breath, does it?
No, it does have the benefit against dragon breath. It's a
right, so it's essentially a +1 shield, but with the same stats as like a dragon scale mail shirt.
Yeah.
Thingy. Well, yeah. Obviously, the dragon scales that you've got now are a lot better, a lot stronger, and a lot harder than the ones that are on it. The ones that you've collected from Gelidon are a lot better than the young dragon ones. So you can essentially have it. You can have a shield that is stronger. Although I'm guessing you're going to go to the forge before you go down to the library. You're going to kind of stop off on the way and ask him.
Depending how fucking long.
Or you're just going to send it with Borgin to say make him make this better.
Yeah, that was kind of my plan. Just throwing it, going, make it good.
Okay. Again, though, it'll take a while. That's the only thing. So it's whether you... So...
Yeah, that was the thing I was thinking. How long it's going to take.
Yeah, so... However you go about doing this and finding out what you need to do, I would say that... you probably don't want to leave... If you used to go in... I don't know how long you plan this... How long are we staying in the city for? Is it just until we find out what we need to find out and then we're going somewhere else?
We also can't leave because of Borgin and Sofina.
Oh, shit, yeah. Well, I mean, they can't leave.
Don't split
fucking hell. I would say that you will essentially are better off requisitioning a new shield.
Okay.
Like leaving enough scales. And anything else you might want to do with it in the hands of his brother or somebody. I don't know whether it would. Actually, I think his brother's probably going to recommend, because his brother did do it last time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Was it his brother? Or did he have to call somebody else in?
No, it was them that did it. The chainmail that Borgin's wearing in my shield. It was his family that did it last time.
Okay. It's going to take at least a few days because he knows what he's doing now. But obviously, the scales are a lot harder. They're going to be harder, more difficult to work.
Then I'll just say, "Get me a new shield."
so essentially, he's going to make it as good as he can, in terms of your AC, and obviously, we'll do some rolls to see how well it comes out because because of the quality of the scales. Is there anything else? So the bare minimum you're going to get is at least a +2.
Yeah, because that's kind of the thing we talked about, wasn't it? That the only thing from scales that we could make was a better armor or a better shield.
Right. So
and weapons from teeth and bones.
Is there anything else that you'd want from the shield potentially?
No, better one.
Okay. Because you're just at the minute, and it's not just because obviously it's a powerful shield in its own right, but you're you're just looking to up the AC as much as you can on it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Because if you wanted to add, claws and stuff to it, you might be able to hit stuff with it and hurt them a bit more.
Oh, could I do like a slam with it? Oh, I would love that.
What do you not have abilities to do stuff like that with your shield?
No, Shield Master doesn't have that. You can only push. It used to be able to, because I remember you and me talked about it, that you could like slam people and knock them prone and shit.
Well, I'd say instead of doing all that, we'll talk about that. Let's see what we can come up with.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Because I'm not.
Because I remember you and me were both surprised that suddenly that was gone. That I could only like push people with the shield.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, but it said I could knock people prone. Because that's one of the reasons that.
But like, surely to knock them prone, you'd have to hit them with it.
Yeah, but like knock them with the shield, and you were able to knock them prone. But suddenly that wasn't the thing in the.
Okay. Is there anybody right? Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Mhm.
We'll have a look at some stuff and see what we can do about that. Yeah. Is there any right? So obviously, as Sharog is talking to
probably
Borgen's brother about all this, because I'm guessing you're gonna have to talk to him at some point. All that message. Is there anybody else that wants to see if we can work with anything else or do anything else for them? So is anybody wanting anything like from the dragon scales being made, or from the bones or anything like that? Or the claws or the teeth? No?
No.
No.
Okay. It's cool. Alright. Okay. Because obviously, like I say, I'm thinking like if she's going to embed them in a shield, you might be able to embed them in other things, but I don't know if there's anything that would. Trying to think. Nothing would really work for Worm, because you're not really going to make arrows out of them or anything. You've already got like unlimited supply of arrows, I think, haven't you? Aren't they unbreakable or something now?
No, I still need to get arrows, but it's only when I use the magical ability from it. So you're constantly having to get arrow things, but
yeah, you're not going to be able to do anything with a blade or anything. No, you might be able to get a dagger made, but you don't use daggers or anything. You just use your own.
Use a dagger and a short.
He's Silken Spite. That's the one. Crossbow and the Silken Spite.
He's got +1 daggers. He doesn't really need anything else. So
no. Okay. Well, you've all just got like a load of really fucking cool shit as well.
I mean, Sir Gregory is now kitted out. He got the shield of the Dawn Fodder, and he got the pike thing.
Yeah. Whatever that is, it's weird.
And he got the blade. Not that we know that he has the fucking blade.
Well, we know he's got. Yeah, no one's. That's a good point, actually.
No, but he hasn't pulled it out of the.
No, he's had no reason to produce a weapon to fight with yet. Right. Okay. So everybody else is going to the. Well, I'm assuming right. So, you sent Borgen off with your shield as well to ask if his brother can prove it, and the information you get back is you get your shield back, and he just says he'll try and make you a fucking new one.
Okay.
But he doesn't want to leave.
Okay.
But so you're not left. So you're not left without a shield, right?
Place it back on my back. Off to the library.
Yeah. So everybody else goes to the Cobalt Soul Library.
Herbert.
Why is that still not showing your name? Oh, because I need to do that. Right.
Is the
Okay.
old woman there?
Yeah, I can't remember who was there last time. Hang on, just give me two. So I can't remember who it was. Was it?
I don't think I have a name for her.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for earlier.
No, Larona of the Cobalt Soul. That's the only name I have. Larona.
You've done well then, because I've it's really weird because I've got Well, I've got like
Larona.
there probably yeah. I've got Residence of Uthadon and she's not on there in a folder, and I've got the Warm Hearth Inn because apparently I did an entirely separate one for the inn. I think that's because it's got like a fucking menu.
But I have like a note that says Larona of the Cobalt Soul, so I assume
It must be, yeah, it must be. I mean, she would have been. It would have been the one person you were introduced to. I'd have probably just fucking
No, that's great.
picked the name up somewhere randomly. Yeah. So...
Not now.
Oh no, come on, Jay. It's only like another 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to bed anyway. Stop it. Right. Yes. So obviously, as you all enter, it's the same person at the desk out the front. The same. What can't think of the receptionist. Obviously, given that the twins fucking walk in and it's Worm, and the twins recognizes you immediately. Tells you they'll be back in a minute. He bustles off and comes back with Lorana, and she asks what it is that she can help you with today. Oh, and also inquires after the map and whether it's been helpful or not.
No, the
It's been very
map's
helpful.
been really good.
Mhm.
We unroll it actually, and you can see all these red hat things all over the map. That's where we've been going.
Should I-
Oh, really like the Indiana Jones thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She's like, oh, that's travelled a long way. I'm back. So you had quite the adventure. So what can I help you with today? I can't be fucking. I was gonna try and do it out of fucking voice.
What
But I
the fuck
can't
were
keep.
you after again?
So Worm it says, well, we were over in that island Council, and we went in the cave, and
Oh,
there
yeah.
was a big pit with water in, and at the bottom of it there was a portal. It looks like it's going to another dimension. Is there any way if we go through that? Is there any easy way of getting back?
Possibly. Do you have any magic users?
Me.
So, do you know how to use circles?
Do I know how to use circles?
Do you know how to
Yeah,
use
I
a
got it.
teleportation?
I got ritual circles, don't I? Yeah. Prayer of healing. That's
Okay, yeah. She means teleportation circles.
Oh. No.
Hang on, just give me a second. I just need to. Oh, fucking
I
is.
should learn.
I don't know if you can actually. I don't know if the clerics can.
No, I
Um,
don't think so.
Let me just see whether Torby can or not. Not that it's going to fucking help in a minute.
No, she can do teleportation.
I think she's picked it up recently, hasn't she?
She did that thing with Warwick though, didn't she? Where he did the thunderclap and she teleported him.
Oh,
steps.
yeah, but that's not the
Dimension
same
door.
as a circle, though. That's the
Yeah, I know what circle you mean, but yeah.
She says that. Hang on, let me just. She says that she might be able to help you out. She does ask why it is that you feel the need to go through the portal.
Well, what else would you do with it?
Do you know what? Actually, that's probably the best thing you could have fucking said to somebody whose like literal job is to like research everything and to find out everything about everything and to store that information. So she's like, she go, she kind of gives you like a sort of nod of approval at that. She's like, that's
Torby can copy scrolls, can't she?
Oh, right. So what she tells you is that she may possibly be able to lend you a device that would be able to bring you back, or a group of people from a different plane of existence. Um, She does ask you if you know what plane it is, or what plane you think it is.
Was it
And white.
water?
No, it was green.
Let me see.
I can't remember because Gregory. No, Toby looked through it and you did describe what it looked like on the other
Yeah.
side, but I can't remember.
So, because I know what it is, I imagine it was probably something along the lines of that it looked like it was water, but it looked like it was underwater, but it wasn't water.
Yeah, it wasn't that
Sort of
far
weirdly,
off.
like things were they didn't feel like, or it didn't appear to be water there, even though it appeared to be underwater.
Mhm.
But she thought it might have been some kind of portal into the plane of, is it called the elemental plane of water? But that's, isn't it? It was more of an assumption than anything, because it's like, what else could it be? She just said it felt it. She didn't say it felt strange. It looked strange,
Mhm.
but you know, you hear all kind of tales about different planes of existence, right? About what they look like, the Feywild and all that shit, and what they look like.
Yeah.
So who's to know whether what looks weird to her is just normal for that plane of existence. So the assumption at the minute that you're working off is that it's probably the elemental plane of water. However, oh shit, that wasn't Vorak. That was Lorana. She said she because she'd have a she can't just give you the device. She needs to go and take it higher. She needs to go higher up. But so she says that being so what she says to you is that she's going to do some more research first, because something doesn't sound right. Like as in, like the portal being like a greeny color doesn't necessarily ring true with the portal to, from what she knows or what she can think at the minute, to the elemental plane of water.
Mhm.
So she needs to look into that first before she does anything else. But also, if she was to lend you, but essentially, if she was to lend you a device that would be able to bring you and a group back, she would have to be able to pass it off as like a research mission. So she needs to do some research first to
It'll be around for a while. So.
verify things. Yeah, so she's going to need a few days to at least just to do some research of her own and to look into it. But if you come back in a few days or so, she might be able to potentially help you, like she wants to. Because Worm just basically gave her the right, like the only, they were not the only answer that would have been acceptable, but he gave her what she felt was a perfectly reasonable answer. It's like, why wouldn't you want to stick your head in to find out what it is? She's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're probably gonna stay around for a while anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else she can help you with?
No, I'm afraid though. I'm starting to feel rather ill, so I'm gonna have to finish now.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Stop. You're not feeling
Okay.
well.
Shit.
No, it's I actually feel like I'm gonna be sick. So
Alright.
Okay.
Well, we were going to stop soon anyway, mate. So you go and sort yourself out, pal. Hopefully you're not
Feel
sick.
better.
Yeah.
I know. It's just I just started to feel funny like the last 5 minutes. It's like that's not good.
No.
Hope
that's not
it's not
good.
something you've fucking eaten.
Yeah.
No, but it's that soon that it could be.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you go and yeah. All right, then we'll leave it there for tonight.
All right.
It's alright, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you later, mate. Hopefully it's not
Hope
too
you get
bad.
better, Doc. Hope you suck
And-
coffee.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad thing because Liam needs to get off, and obviously I need to because this shit started. Right. Yeah, we'll leave it there. So then we'll sort out.
I should be available next weekend, though I'm going to Oslo, but I should be on the train back pretty early on Saturday.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're.
sure. I made sure.
I am pretty sure I have the week off next week, so
Right. Okay. Keeks, what's up? Yeah.
first one in the thick and ever.
Yeah,
Oh, the
but
whole week
I-
off, or just a weekend?
A whole week.
Wow.
Oh, actually, I might have to work one day.
Oh yeah.
Okay, wanted to work more.
No, it's I went. Oh, what if I had to pick one? What day would you work? I went.
Alright,
I'll work
guys,
on
I'm
Monday.
up for tonight.
Yeah, there's not the rest of the week off, obviously.
Thanks so much for joining us.
I'm not gonna go in like. Oh, I would come in like midweek. Oh wow.
Yeah, going Wednesday. Fuck right
Aye.
off. You mean you want me to get out of bed in the middle of the week? No.